Instagram live and saw he was standing on the edge of a building. Welcome to Fact or Cap. What the hell? What was Justin doing? I could see the likes popping up on the corner of the screen. Guys, I had no idea, but today Mr. Foley told us that Red Bull gives you wings. Today we're gonna test if that's cap or not. No, please tell me this is a joke. But I could see he was on the roof of his school. I instantly swiped off the live and dialed his teacher. Hello? My son is on the roof of the school. I think he's about to jump, but she just laughed and said, "Sir, those doors are locked. There's no way he's up there." I swiped back onto the live. Now there were more of his classmates up there, and they all started yelling, "Chug, chug, chug." I swiped back to the phone call and yelled, "Oh my God, you have to hurry. He's about to jump." I was already jumping in my car, sweating through my clothes, but I heard her say, "Wait, no. The door is locked. I can't get up there." Locked? How did they lock it? I swiped back to the live and watched as his classmates were pushing things in front of the door to the roof, all standing in front of it so nobody could stop him. He was getting ready to jump again. I couldn't let my son die because of Mr. Foley's dumb lie, so I broke every traffic law just to get there. I was speeding with one hand, watching the live with the other. Okay guys, Mr. Foley better have been telling the truth. Kids were typing, "Do it," and "Fly Justin," and I was going 90 down that residential road. I screeched into the parking lot and saw him up there. I was almost out of time, and just as I burst through the school doors, I heard them yelling, "Justin, don't jump!" But they were already counting down. I ran up the stairs and saw multiple teachers pounding on the door to get onto the roof, one being Mr. Foley, and as bad as I wanted to punch him in the face, I had to get to Justin first. I could hear them outside. 3, 2, 1, no! And just as we all busted through that door, we saw Justin running toward the edge of the building. I screamed, "Justin, no!" But he jumped. He flew off the edge of the building, thinking he was about to fly. Everyone screamed, cried, and he hit the ground. I looked over at Mr. Foley. "You told him to jump off the roof?" He tried to make up an excuse. How was I supposed to know he'd believe me? I was just joking. And in that moment, I couldn't hold back. As they loaded him into the ambulance, I shoved Mr. Foley off the roof too. My little brother was constantly coming home from school with new cuts and bruises, but when I asked him about it, he told me he was playing football at school. His school was next to mine, so at lunch, I went over to see what was really going on. He wasn't anywhere near any of the kids playing football, but when I asked a kid where he was, he pointed to a corner. I walked over and saw him sitting, reading a book, and just as I was about to leave, I heard a familiar voice. I turned around and saw my ex-girlfriend and her best friend go up to him. They started making fun of him, throwing things at him, even grabbing his book out of his hands, ripping it in half. Then she even went as far as to kick him a few times. I immediately stormed over and told her to get out of there, but I could tell this wasn't the end. My mom wanted to tell the principal and get her expelled, but I had a better idea. The next day, I took him to the ice cream shop where she worked and told him to go get some.